Hey everyone, it's Rob Cosman and Max Sigerson Scott. I always mess that up, but I kind of get that right.
You
From
got it.
Something from the Beach. We got a different video today that we want to go through, and it was something that was weird. I wasn't totally sure. It was about reviews, and reviews are always kind of got a weird stigma around them. So I really wanted to jump in and see kind of some of these new technologies around it. So Max and I sat down a couple weeks ago with this guy. His name is Shane Barker, and he's from a company called Tracefuse. So we knew Shane in the space and we knew his company, and it's really started to grow. It started to pop up a little bit more. So we kind of wanted to take a look and check out his software and what exactly he does. So his whole company, Tracefuse, is about taking reviews and feedback and getting rid of them. Okay, so but first I want to make sure that there's two types of feedback that you get as an Amazon seller. So the first one is on your seller account. So that's oh, it arrived late and oh, the package damaged, 1 star, that kind of crap. So first of all, if you take nothing away from this video and you turn it off in the next 30 seconds, I want you to make sure that you're always removing those feedbacks or getting them struck through from Amazon. Those are seller account feedbacks. You should see those on your dashboard. You go in there, you request to remove them, say it doesn't comply. If Amazon says, oh, no, we think it's fine, and in fact it's FBA, you just open a case and you say, this is an FBA order. Please remove it, and they'll strike it through. So if you take nothing away from this video, make sure you're doing those on an ongoing basis. Okay. Now, what this is going to be about is the second type of feedback. And this is feedback specifically on products, different items. So, what I've got loaded here in the background that I'm going to share with you guys and we'll look at a little bit is a demo account on TraceFuse. Shane was nice enough to share with us after we walked through it, but I want to kind of go through a bit about this industry, the mystique behind it, what exactly they do. Um, and go from there. So this is for removals from individual products. So this demo account obviously has a bunch of PlayStations and games like that loaded up, which would be more for OARA. Now, if you're doing that, you're probably not going to use this service. This is more so for sellers of their own brands and, like it's their own listings. Now, I'm not saying, hey, if I'm buying wholesale, I get an exclusive, I'm the only one in this product. I could definitely use that. But I mean, if the product's crap, it's crap. And you keep getting terrible reviews, that ain't gonna help it. It's got to be a good item to start with. But so I think this is more so um, for those type of sellers. So Max, do you want to talk about why you actually want to remove these things?
Yeah, for sure. So this is like you said, bro. This is more for private label brands or people who have like exclusives with wholesale brands. And Amazon actually likes these guys because they are removing reviews that are against terms of service, and so they're actually cleaning up, the Amazon review thing, which is like their whole shtick. But anyway, when I was researching these guys, I was like, there is no way that these guys are doing removing, more than 1% of all negative reviews. I was like, I know that they have, an army of VAs and they're using AI to figure this out. Apparently, I was wrong, as per usual. Yeah, they can actually remove about 10% of all reviews, all negative reviews. Some categories apparently are higher, like supplements, but basically, if you sign up, 1 in 10 of your negative reviews are removed, which is, it's pretty bonkers. So that's the good part. The bad part is it is expensive. So it is $250 per review. Okay. And they have a $750 onboarding fee. So that's the bad part. Now,
Hey,
once
wait!
you
No,
get,
don't jump ahead. We're gonna give them a great deal at the end, so they'll get. No, I
yeah,
don't
we'll
want to
give you a
spoil
great
it.
deal.
There's.
Yeah. Now, this might not matter to you, but for me, I had a bit of sticker shock about it. But the more I thought about it, the more I was just like, you know what, this might make sense in a couple of situations. So, for one, if your review rating is around 4.2 stars or 4.3 stars or 4.4 stars, something in that sort of low fours, your stars actually drop, like the physical stars on the product drop from 4.5 filled in to 4 filled in. And what we found through a bunch of tests is that when your review rating drops that low, your PPC conversion rate and click-through rate drops significantly, and your ACoS increases. So basically, you end up spending a lot more on ads and you convert a lot less when your review rating drops to that level. Um, and so $250 to move yourself back up, per review might be worth it for you, for your particular product. The other thing too is that maybe you have a competitor who is at like 4.6 and you're at 4.6 too, and you guys are basically the same, all other things considered. What if you had a couple reviews removed and you moved up to a 4.7? What would that do, to your conversion rate versus them? And so while that $250 seems like a lot on paper, originally it's like one review, $250 crazy. But when you dig into the numbers a bit more, you're like, okay, well, maybe I would convert, 5, 10% better. Maybe my PPC, I might spend a lot less because my reviews are better. So um, it actually it can turn out to be in your unique situation or your specific situation, it might be, worth it.
Yeah, totally. It's at the end of the day, everything in this space has to make sense. It's all about dollars and cents. And if this will move the needle significantly enough for you, then yeah, why not? So funny enough, because of course, we're talking to Shane, he's talking about how much ratings he gets and the removals. And then homeboy just says, you know what? I'll show you my Stripe account. And I actually brought a Stripe account up on screen and showed us. So we backed into the numbers to see, okay, you know what? Is he really like selling this many and got, hey, maybe he's got some crazy business and he just showed us the Stripe account, but I think it's the right one. So,
Well, they said
uh,
he's removed 11,000 reviews. So
right.
there you
Yeah, and
go.
he's getting testimonials, and some people are,
Hmm.
some guys are paying him a lot of money, especially, dude, the supplement game sounds so sketchy, and the amount of competitor reviews and targeted attacks.
Hmm.
Anyway, so if you're in supplements, I feel for you, but maybe you might want to reach out. Okay,
Hmm.
let's talk about how it actually works. So you sign up for an account, you link it through to this is just a demo one, but you got it pulls in all your different SKUs, and then it starts doing the calculation of okay, how many 1 star, 2 star, 3 star reviews you got, and what's your current rating, and then it's got this little calculator that is kind of cool and whatever, like oh look, if I slide it up here, how many reviews could I get rid of and move my rating up, kind of figuring out your average for you, doing the
Yeah, well,
math.
I just want to jump in there with that because it's super neat because you can pick and choose. First of all, you can pick and choose which ASINs you want to do. So it's not like when you sign up, they're just going to go after all your reviews. Um, so that's the first part. So you'd be like, hey, I just want to remove reviews on this one ASIN. The other part is like, if their calculator says we only need to remove one review for you to get up to that level that you want, um, then you're good. Then you're good to go.
Yeah, exactly. Let them go at it. So the way it works is you sign up, you go on here, it pulls it in, you decide, okay, this is the one they also call it monitor, but basically activate, right? So you pick the SKU you're going to activate. I'm sure they use some AI because the whole thing is AI and AI is super cool now. So run some AI to go through all the different reviews and try to figure out what ones they could try to get rid of. So they obviously have done this for a while. They know what the Amazon guidelines are. So if you're talking about if a competitor's name is mentioned, if pricing is mentioned in there, if there's a swear word in there, those are the types of things that could be violations. So those are the ones that they start to flag and say, hey, those are the ones that now we can start to go after. And using their templates of experience, and they start to manually open cases. They've got some VAs all over the world. They start opening the cases and using this email address at Amazon, using that email address, depending on, Amazon, the flavor of the day, where should you email and, how should you escalate it and what should you call out? It was kind of neat, some of the other things that you were saying about, looking at uh, habitual bad buyers. The one thing you brought up, and I totally agree. We get the guy who, or girl, orders one time, leaves you 1 star review. Well, why did they order 4 more times? Like, dude, why are you going to order again if you already thought it was crap? Why would you continue to order that? So they explain that in layman's terms or in Amazon terms and try to get those reviews removed and show, hey, look, these are abusive buyers. We're probably being targeted by competitors, right?
Or they, if they see the same type of review from 5 different buyers where it's like they say the exact same thing, they pick up on that stuff too. I was just listening to him talk about all of the things that they do to try and get these reviews removed, like you were saying, Rob, with all the different emails, with monitoring like the same type of language, with monitoring each individual buyer. I would rather walk over Lego endlessly in bare feet than do any of that stuff.
Oh, totally. Never mind opening cases all the time with Amazon and getting the templated replies back. So one thing that he did say, so you pick what you want to activate. Say, hey, I want to monitor this one. I want you to start open cases. The only thing is, if you click it off and you say, I don't want you to activate it anymore, he asks for a 30-day grace period because he's probably still going to get, so he's got cases open that could take some time to get through. And like, just turn it off today doesn't mean, oh,
Hmm.
you get three more cases down the road and don't pay the man, right? That's why you also got to link up your credit card to the account.
Yeah.
Okay,
Um,
so
so do we want to talk about the offer,
yeah, sure, man.
or is
Like
there anything else you
now,
want to say about it?
no, like look, now you got to talk about the sticker shock.
Yeah, so the deal is if you mention us, you get $500 free, which is basically two reviews. So the onboarding fee is basically only $250, and then, from there, you're good to go as far as removing reviews. So I'm signing up today, right today, right now after this video, because I need some reviews removed badly on a few of my aces.
But you know what? Look, $750 is a big sticker shock, but you get two for he'll give you the two for free. So you're basically just prepaying for that. A 250 onboarding. I've got no problem with onboarding fees, especially
Hmm.
like in this business. There's so many people that just random, oh yeah, I'll sign up and then do nothing. I mean, it takes a while to onboard a new client, like whether it's an accounting client, whether it's a consulting client, whatever you're doing, it's a pain in the butt. So I'm all for that. I got no problem. And the fact that he's like, okay, fine, give you two. I'll put my money where my mouth is. You prepay, but I'm going to deliver and I'm going to get them removed. So look, it's got to make sense. But I think it's pretty neat. Now, a couple things that came up. We were talking about, hey, could you target a specific review? And obviously
Right.
they run and they look at all the reviews on that SKU, on that ASIN, and you can ask them, hey, can you try to get that? And they will try it. But I mean, if it's just, saying your product is bad and not saying swear words, but just saying it's bad, probably not. But if it's against terms of service, like they can't cure everything. If you got a terrible product, you get a bad product. But if you've got
Yeah.
reviews that are going against terms, then terms of Amazon, then there's a good chance that they can get it done, right?
Hmm.
You want to
Yeah.
talk about the alert thing? He said he was that was coming.
Oh yeah, I did mention in the call that, when he was doing the demo, one thing that I wanted to see was an alert system where it'd be like if one of my products got to that 4.3, 4.4 rating, I would want to know, and then maybe we could turn on the review removal for those types of products just because dropping down, is a killer. And
Yeah,
he said it was actually on their roadmap already, so that was really neat.
and that's part of like the setup fee is basically you're paying for the monitoring, right? I mean, they only get paid if bad reviews come in and they get them
Yeah.
removed. So they still have to run their systems to monitor it and try to work at it and, put the effort in and monitor all these SKUs, which takes bandwidth and API and all that jazz. So you're basically going to pay 250 for life for them to continue to do that, right?
Yeah. I mean, I think the biggest selling point for these guys for sure is that if you want 10% of your negative reviews removed, this is the one, man. And I don't think there is even any like competitors who are close to that number. 10% is crazy.
Yeah, and you know what though? Like doesn't matter what business. Somebody put this out the other day, and I totally agreed. In this space, you need to trust. You need to have like a bit of a gut feeling with who you're partnering with and who's going to work your account and who's, like you got to trust them. There's so many shady operators out there, and you got to have a little bit of a gut check. Like, do I trust this guy? Do I think he's going to do right by me business wise and keep my account safe? You know, so especially at this type of service, you're kind of like, okay, do I feel good? Do I feel like this guy's honest? And yeah, that's what we are going through and talking to him. And he's like, dude, I get on the phone with everybody. New clients, like, no problem. Absolutely. We could go through your account, go through each items, all kinds of questions. But I thought it was pretty neat. It's so funny because Max, before we even get on, you're just like, no, 1%. That's all this guy's getting.
I was wrong. I don't know if he could run a profitable business at 1%, but yeah, there you go,
Well,
10%.
maybe just in the supplement game. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
Anything else we haven't covered? I mean, this is the back end. It's just a demo, but I mean, at least it gives you a bit of a flavor as to what's here.
Yeah, that last screen you were on, you can see like that's how he proves that the reviews are gone. That one you were just on,
Oh yeah, let me go
where
there.
basically you click the review, and then if you see a dog page when you click on it, then you know that okay, the review was removed. But yeah, no, I don't have anything else. I I think it's a good opportunity. It's nice because it's one of those at SaaS companies where you're only paying for results. And so you're not going to get, hosed. Plus the $500 free is a nice little carrot.
Yeah, maybe we should just led with that and say, hey, it's 250, and you just prepay for the first two. But still, that's the deal. That's the price. I think it's cool. Definitely, if you've got, I mean, you really, getting a couple of these things off, and if your velocities change significantly, never mind saving the PPC because that's just a dark hole of cash you could pour loads of money into. Could be good. If there's
Yeah,
anything that we didn't cover in the video and you have some questions, by all means, put it down in the comments below and we'll try to answer them. And if we can't, we're going to get Shane to answer them. And maybe he'll jump on a Zoom call with you and answer them. But no, seriously, any questions you got about it, something that we didn't cover, put it in the comments and we'll get you the answer. Cool. Max, you want to sign up now?
cool. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Hopefully this helps. And maybe it moves the needle and makes you some more money.